Welcome to Decoder, and thank you for watching this video. I'm going to give you an inside look at Decoder and what it takes to succeed here as a copywriter. For the right person, we expect that this could be one of the most fun and rewarding jobs you've had. But we're not right for everyone, so please watch this video all the way through. There will be specific instructions on how to apply at the end, and we're only going to consider applicants who show an understanding of what follows. So let's dive right in. There are 4 parts to this video. The first covers our company vision, mission, and values. Second, we'll explore what it takes to be successful at this job. Third, I'll give you a window into our management practices so you can see up front how we work together. And finally, if this sounds like your dream job, I'll tell you how to apply. Let's start with a little bit about us. I'm going to tell you about our vision, mission, and services. Our vision is to set a new standard for integrity and impact in the marketing industry. Our mission is to grow clients' revenue today and optimize their marketing for greater revenue at lower costs tomorrow. And our services span market research, branding, web design, search engine marketing, analytics, and conversion optimization. So how do we achieve this vision? Well, we only work with clients we can help. Not only is it the right thing to do, it's also a better way to do business. We stay honest and transparent, especially when it's hard to be. We hire, cultivate, and empower the best talent. That means you. We continually measure and refine our processes to deliver better outcomes over time. And finally, we create a culture of shared success where our clients, our employees, and our business all win by working together. On to our process, which we call Insight-Driven Creative. We're riding a new wave of digital marketing, letting research and data steer the ship, then translating insights into killer creative that makes a measurable impact on our clients' businesses. It's not strictly creative for creative's sake. It's creative that serves a purpose. If we can't move the dial and add real value, then we're not doing our job properly. For us, there is nothing worse than busting our butts on a project only to find that it falls flat with our target audience. That's a one-way ticket to sad trombone city. Instead, we turn those frowns upside down and follow the data trail to the fruitful fields of creative glory. Sound a bit ambitious? Well, here's how it works. And it's worth mentioning that this process reliably results in 50 to 100% growth in leads and sales, often within just 90 to 120 days. First, every engagement starts with a research phase where we get insight into the client's customers, map out their buying process, and develop a marketing strategy for reaching them in the right place at the right time with the right message. From there, we translate our strategy into copy, design, advertising campaigns, and so on. Creativity is just as important as getting the strategy right. Without effective execution, even great ideas fail. Finally, we insist on measuring everything we recommend in terms of end outcomes, namely leads, sales, revenue, and ROI. This ensures not only that we're making a positive impact, but also enables a virtuous cycle of continuous improvement. The results of this process are then fed back into the beginning of the cycle to drive future efforts as we learn what works and what doesn't. Next up, I'm going to tell you about our values, but I want to start by emphasizing that these values guide every decision we make, from hiring and management to client acquisition and service delivery. Our values are so important to us that we are even willing to take a financial hit to defend them, and we have. So if our values aren't aligned, we may not be a good fit for you. Our first and foremost value is impact. It's the reason we exist. Growing our clients' businesses by getting big wins that produce measurable ROI is everything to us. From there, we dial in our efforts over time to make every engagement more and more profitable. Integrity is equally huge for us. We believe in honesty and transparency in all aspects of our business, from the way we work with clients to the way we deal with employees. We're not into platitudes or selling snake oil. So if you're a straight shooter, you've come to the right place. Wow experience sounds a little cheesy, but that's just our term for exceeding client expectations and taking a critical, thoughtful approach to our work. We want to impress. We're our own worst critics, but it helps us elevate our work with every iteration. Curiosity drives us to think through a client's goals, put ourselves in their customer's shoes, and consider what really matters to them. That same drive propels us to continually be testing out new strategies, innovative technologies, and novel approaches to old problems. Professionalism. Don't worry, we have fun. We're not stuffy or buttoned up by any stretch. We're simply seeking great communicators who are personable, drama-free, and humble. Finally, win-win. There is nothing more rewarding than helping our clients achieve great results. We firmly believe that when they win, we win too. And we want our employees to win. We want you to enjoy your work, gain new skills, create portfolio pieces that you're proud of, and strike the perfect work-life balance. Now we'll be moving on to the competencies and responsibilities for the copywriter position. Competencies are traits, skills, and behaviors that we think are necessary to be successful in this position. The first is creativity. Duh! You generate original ideas, explore new options, and develop innovative solutions to timeless problems. You challenge assumptions and excel at finding ways to improve things. Client orientation. You enjoy working closely with clients, try to see things through their eyes, and go out of your way to anticipate needs. You continually seek to better understand them and their customers. High standards. You establish and model standards that guarantee exceptional quality and necessary attention to detail. You continually seek to improve processes and hold others accountable for quality. You find best practices, share them, and then improve on them. Integrity. You may notice that this is a repetition of one of our values. That's intentional. It's really that important to us. Integrity means that you think and act ethically and honestly. You take responsibility for your actions and always do the right thing. Learning agility. You continuously seek new knowledge. You rapidly assimilate and use new information. You thrive in a culture of interest, curiosity, and learning. This is crucial when dealing with a new client, new industry, or new project. Strategic thinking. You evaluate problems and make decisions with the overall strategy in mind. You strive to go beyond symptoms and discover root causes that need to be addressed. It's difficult but important to balance this with attention to detail, keeping your eye on the prize while making nitty-gritty decisions about word choice and messaging. This is just fair warning, but as a pre-qualifier, we will ask you one or more questions that will be easy to answer if you have the previously listed competencies and nearly impossible if you don't. All right, moving on to what specifically you will be accountable for as a copywriter. On-target messaging strategy. You should be amazing at identifying compelling value propositions and proof points, elevating brand voices, and simplifying the complex into a unified messaging strategy. Exceptional digital and print copy. You'll be tasked with writing website copy, print collateral, emails, PowerPoints, white papers, blog posts, and more. You'll also need to be able to write in a variety of voices across a diverse set of industries, delivering real wow-level results. If we get both strategy and execution right, results will follow. We insist on testing our work to ensure that we only roll out winning ideas, and your role will be central to that. No one is right 100% of the time. The key is knowing the difference. Finally, juggling projects and deadlines. Reliability and communication are crucial. You'll need to be flexible, focused, and able to jump from one project to another without missing a beat or a comma. We'll rely on you to set the expectations and then deliver on them, so self-knowledge is important here. All right, we're almost done. This next section covers our management practices. We want to give you an inside, upfront look at how we operate, manage, and hold everyone accountable. First, we have a no-blame policy. To put it bluntly, we expect everyone to follow our processes. When we stick to them, there really is no room for personal blame. Either the process works or it doesn't. That said, we are always looking for ways to improve and welcome feedback. In our experience, that leads to better outcomes for everyone involved. As long as everyone is open, honest, and accountable, we can be objective and find the best path forward for our team, our customers, and our business. Policy 2 is what we call GWC, which stands for Get It, Want It, and Have the Capacity to Do It. This helps ensure we have the right person in the right spot. To do that, we require that you 1. Get it, meaning you understand the job and its role within the company. 2. Want it, meaning you actively desire and hopefully love the job. And 3. That you have the capacity to do the job, meaning the skills, competencies, and experience it takes to be successful. Our third policy is weekly 90-minute meetings. During these meetings, we review key business measurements. We also check in to see if you're on track for your 90-day objectives or not. Everyone has one or more broad quarterly objectives in addition to the normal daily responsibilities. We then cover any positive or negative interactions with employees, customers, and vendors. We review the previous and current week's tasks. We identify, discuss, and solve the root causes of any issues standing in the way of achieving our vision, mission, and objectives. Finally, we conclude every meeting by rating it from 1 to 10 to make sure it's effective and improve the experience over time. Policy number 4 regards leadership and management. We believe that if we lead and manage correctly, accountability will follow. Leadership to us means that we will provide you with vision, direction, and opportunity. Management means that we will provide you with clear expectations, honest communication, and support in executing your job. What follows are some of the management practices and tools that we use at our company. From time to time, anyone can have a job performance issue. It's inevitable and it's okay, as long as we resolve it. So we want you to know how we handle this in advance, so you can determine if it seems fair and like a good fit for you. If we hire correctly, we expect that working with us may be one of the best jobs that you've had. In the next slide, we will show you the tools and practices that we use at our company. This is what we call our people plan. So, how do we assess performance? Well, the leadership team in our company uses a simple tool called the People Analyzer. It helps us evaluate how each employee is doing in the following 2 areas. First, embodying our stated company values at the level of action. And second, demonstrating that they GWC, get it, want it, and have the capacity to do it. We have a minimum performance bar set, and if anyone falls below that, we simply have a conversation to address it. So, this is what the People Analyzer looks like. It's a simple system with our values along the top, followed by GWC. Using this chart, we rate people with a plus minus, or a minus. A plus means that they embody the value or behavior frequently. A plus minus means some of the time, and a minus means rarely. We do this analysis in mini reviews that typically last about 30 minutes each month with every employee. During reviews, we'll talk about how you're performing in terms of values alignment, accountabilities, and your 90-day objectives. It's also an opportunity for us to address issues and make sure we're supporting you in your job. If there is a gap between what is happening and what is wanted, we'll discuss it and strategize on what is necessary to close the gap. This brings us to our final policy, the 3-strike rule. When performance issues arise, we have a simple 3-strike rule. Here's how it works. Step 1. Your manager will collect 3 examples of the performance issue and schedule a conversation with you. That will be strike number 1. You'll be asked to close the gap over the next 30 days. For most folks, this is the only strike that they will ever receive. We have a very high success rate at correcting performance issues. If the gap has not been closed after 30 days, then your manager will again collect 3 examples of the performance issue and schedule a conversation with you. That will be strike number 2. You will again be asked to close the gap over the next 30 days. Finally, if the gap still has not been closed after a total of 60 days at this point, then your manager will again collect 3 examples of the performance issue and schedule a conversation. That will be strike number 3, and you will leave the company at that point. This sounds harsh, but it rarely happens, and it's in everyone's best interest when it does. I want to wrap up this section by saying that we strive to be a great place to work. Our goal is to be every employee's dream job. For those who share our core values and GWC this job, we expect that this will be an exceptionally fun and rewarding experience. Our employees are like family to us, And we want them to be proud to work for a company that stands by its values, have a voice in the direction of the company, and work to live rather than live to work. In short, we want them to be successful and happy, and for this to be a true win-win where we all do better by working together. So, you've made it to the end. If this sounds like a fit, here's what to do next. This is pretty standard stuff. Here's how you can apply. Just send us a resume, a cover letter, and at least 3 relevant work examples to jobs@decoderdigital.com. Be sure to reference what you've heard in this video so we know that you're one of the good ones. Then, someone at our company will email you to acknowledge receipt and schedule a time to ask you a few questions. After that person has asked you some competency, values, and role-related questions, if we feel there's a fit, we'll reach out again to schedule an in-person interview. We realize that this is a significant investment of your time, so we really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and we hope to hear from you.